Who's the best baseball player? An age-old question debated by baseball fans young and old. Those younger might say current players such as Aaron Judge or Shohei Ohtani, while others look towards all-time records set by Barry Bonds and Hank Aaron. Some will consider all-around talent displayed by players like Willie Mays and Ricky Henderson, but we should still not overlook pitching prowess and consider Pedro Martinez or Bob Gibson as some of the best. But many people overlook one thing. The players previously listed all could have not played baseball if not for one man, the man who gave them all the right to play professional sports, Jackie Robinson. Until 1947, only white men had been allowed to play in Major League Baseball due to a racist color barrier that had lasted over 75 years. This would all change though when Branch Rickey signed Jackie Robinson to the Brooklyn Dodgers, making his debut on April 15, 1947. He would become one of the 5 black players that year to start in a Major League Baseball game. In allowing these 5 men to play in professional baseball, MLB had finally upheld its responsibility to allow the rights for African Americans to play professional baseball. Today we look to sports fields and see athletes of all colors, but in the late 1940s, the only athletes allowed to play were white. Sports leagues like Major League Baseball were completely segregated, only allowing white men to play. This system was upheld by MLB Commissioner Kennesaw Landis, but after his death in 1944, change would be allowed. Brooklyn Dodgers general manager Branch Rickey would be the first to actually implement this change by searching for a black man to sign to his team. So he sent 2 scouts, George Sisler and Clyde Sukforth, to the Kansas City Monarchs Negro League team. This is when they were first introduced to the talents of Jackie Robinson. Jackie Robinson was born in Cairo, Georgia in January of 1919, but he was raised in Pasadena, California. The Robinsons were often poor, the only black family in their neighborhood. Despite this, he still fell in love with sports. His older brother Matthew won the silver medal in the 1936 Olympic Games in Berlin, coming behind Jesse Owens. Jackie also spent a lot of time near the Rose Bowl Stadium. This led him to become a 4-sport athlete in high school and the first 4-sport varsity athlete at UCLA, playing basketball, baseball, football, and track. Unfortunately, he was unable to finish out his education at UCLA, dropping out to support his mother. So Jackie wanted to play his best sport, football. Many people know Jackie Robinson for his baseball career, but he was most likely a better football player. He played semi-professional for the Honolulu Bears and the Los Angeles Bulldogs, but his football career was cut short due to him being drafted in World War II in 1942. He never saw action due to a football injury to his ankle, so instead he often served as a morale officer, playing baseball games to give his soldiers entertainment. His military career, though, would end abruptly in 1944 in Fort Hood, Texas. Jackie boarded a bus and was forced to sit in the back due to Jim Crow laws still used in the South. He refused to sit in the back and decided to fight for racial equality and for the rights of African Americans. Because he took a stand, he was arrested and court-martialed from the military. Fortunately, he had help from many NAACP lawyers and was honorably discharged from the military. So, Jackie was looking for a job and decided to play for the Kansas City Monarchs in the Negro Leagues, a black-only baseball league. This is where the scouts George Sisler and Clyde Sukforth met the baseball star. The Dodgers organization were heavily impressed by his immense skill and talent, as he hit for .375 batting average. But talent wasn't the only reason Branch Rickey wanted him. You see, Branch Rickey wanted a player that could handle the responsibility of integrating Major League Baseball. Rickey knew whoever he signed would face immense harassment and ridicule, but he knew Jackie could handle the responsibility. Jackie first met Branch Rickey on August 28th of 1945 in Brooklyn, New York. Rickey told Robinson he needed a player that would not fight back against racist players or fans. Jackie responded with, "Do you want a baseball player who's afraid to fight back?" And Branch Rickey told him, "I want a player for nuts guts, not to fight back." Jackie Robinson was signed to the Montreal Royals on October 23, 1945. The Royals were the Brooklyn Dodgers AAA ball club. Jackie immediately impressed in Montreal, playing mainly at second base. He led the league in batting average with a .349 average, and he stole 40 bases. After Montreal won the Little World Series, fans flooded the field and hoisted Jackie up onto their shoulders. This was enough proof that Jackie was ready. On April 15th, 1947, Jackie Robinson became the first man to play as a black man in Major League Baseball, starting at first base. Finally, Major League Baseball had upheld its responsibility of allowing African Americans the right to play baseball. But he wouldn't be the only black man to play that year. Larry Doby of the Cleveland Indians became the first black player in the American League in July of that year. Only a couple days after Doby did Hank Thompson and Lloyd Brown join the St. Louis Browns. And in late August, Dan Bankhead joined the Dodgers, becoming the first black pitcher in history. Despite this great achievement, things weren't all sunshine and roses for Jackie. As expected, he faced extreme racism from many people, including his own teammates.
He had some deep South boys on there, from down in Alabama and Georgia, and they didn't appreciate it at all. And if you sat down and played cards with Jackie or something, they would let you know about it. Why in the world can you sit down and play with this so-and-so? Hey, he seemed like a pretty nice guy.
Jackie's manager may have had his back, but others sure didn't. In a game against the Philadelphia Phillies, Jackie was harassed by Phillies manager Ben Chapman, who constantly shouted racial slurs at Robinson during his at-bats. Meanwhile, off the field, restaurants and hotels refused to allow Jackie to stay with his white counterparts.
Well, we'd go into St. Louis on the bus, and poor Jackie had to go to another hotel. That's pretty hard to live with.
Many fans even sent death threats to Jackie and his family, but Jackie wasn't alone. And one game, fans were shouting and screaming at Robinson. That's when his teammate, Pee Wee Reese, a man from the Jim Crow South, decided to help him. He walked over to Jackie and wrapped his arm around him in support of him, an infamous moment in baseball history. Robinson's and many other black men's right to play was defended by baseball commissioner Happy Chandler, who was very much in support of what Robinson the rookie was doing. Despite the constant adversity, Jackie Robinson became one of the best players in baseball. He batted .297 with 12 home runs and helped the Dodgers win the National League pennant. He also won Rookie of the Year honors and was voted the second most popular person in America. But this is so much more than him just being a good baseball player. This completely changed many people's mindset on black people in America. Millions across the country saw and heard of a black man playing baseball with other white men. They saw a man raised in the state of Mississippi wrap his arms around the grandson of a slave and a sharecropper. But what they started to not see was the fact that Jackie Robinson was black. All they saw was a great baseball player. 2 years later, in 1949, Jackie Robinson would win National League MVP honors, but he also opened the door for other black baseball greats such as Willie Mays and Hank Aaron. The league was heading towards integration, but wouldn't fully integrate until 1957. Jackie would retire in 1956, but his impact wouldn't end there. While becoming the first black vice president of a major American corporation, he became very involved in the American civil rights movement. He became a close friend of Martin Luther King Jr. Jackie no longer had to hold back what he was really feeling. He served on the NAACP, an organization focused on the advancement of rights for people of all colors in America. He also lobbied hard for black athletes and for greater racial integration in all sports. Jackie was there during the March on Washington and raised bail money for Martin Luther King Jr. Unfortunately, though, Jackie Robinson's life was cut short by type 2 diabetes, and he died in 1972 at only 53 years old. Jackie Robinson may be dead, but his legacy isn't. Jackie Robinson led the pursuit of integration in all sports and is the reason why today people of color have the right to play in sports, professional or amateur. Jackie also changed the nation's perspective on the black population. Many decided it was time to be more accepting after realizing that skin color doesn't make a difference in who a person is. Jackie also became very involved with the American Civil Rights Movement, helping further advance rights for all in America. Many people consider a sport meaningless to society besides entertainment, but Jackie Robinson proved that sports can help change the world. Jackie Robinson helped give a crucial right to millions across America, and Major League Baseball finally upheld its responsibility of creating a more inclusive world. Jackie Robinson used his passion to help change the world, but he also received help from those who decided it was time for change. Nowadays, we need more people like this, more people willing to make a change. Maybe that could be you.
The whole situation in breaking the barrier was done simply because we had a purpose in mind to go out and win.
Fans, opposing players, he talked about all the people who are going to be anti. He said we're going to have some people on our side, but we really are not going to have very many allies. We're going to have to do this thing simply by the box score, and you've got to turn your cheek at every opportunity.
I know that life in these United States can be mighty tough for people who are a little different